Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I feel the need to do some vlogs. Lots of stuff on my mind at the moment. First one, a question I've asked myself. Should I have 2 dogs in my house? You know, it's an interesting question to answer. I'm disabled, with all my problems and that, but should that preclude me to having a pet? Just because I don't leave the house much or I can't take them for a walk outside the house, does that preclude me to having a dog? My dogs have always been really looked after. They've always been very happy. You can tell with a dog if it's bored. Dogs that act out, dogs that chew stuff, dogs that destroy stuff are usually doing so. It's usually a symptom of something. It's stress, or it's something, or they're just bored out of their heads. Like if my next door neighbour, where me and Paola used to live, in a little bungalow, they had a dog that they had to get rid of. Gorgeous dog, gorgeous dog. I don't remember what kind it was, but it wasn't a collie, but it was a very high maintenance exercise. The kind of dog you'd have on a farm and that. The kind of dog you'd have if you had a house in the wilderness and you had lots of space in that. And of course, they didn't have the room to do anything with it, so it acted out. And that was beautiful and intelligent, but that's the whole point. Now, Bertie is between 15 and 16 years old now. Rescue dog. He doesn't like the outdoors. Really not interested much in the outdoors at all. At his stage of life, he goes out and does what he does. He'll sometimes bark if he wants me to come outside with him. He'll let me know if he wants to play outside. But with my big backyard, and with him having full access to the entire house, he has a lot of room. Now the thing is, because I'm disabled and such like, having 2 dogs is actually a good thing, because the dogs feed off each other. Dogs are more active when they've got another dog to be with. So I will be talking to the people about it. They will actually come and see me and that, and they will decide whether or not I'm good. That's the whole point. Animal Lifeline is an absolutely amazing charity, and what's different about them is they don't let you choose the dog. They choose dogs that they have that they think will fit you. They do a profile on you. They learn about you. They come to your house and check to make sure everything. And one of the reasons that you get negative information about it is from people that have been denied. The people at Animal Lifeline, even though they've always got 100 or so dogs in, would prefer to look after that dog at the charity, because they never put a dog down, rather than giving it to the wrong person. If you don't fit in with what they believe is for their dogs a forever home, then they will say no. And so when they come out to see me, they will see whether they believe. I believe I can look after another dog as well as Bertie. I also believe that the best dogs for me is an older dog, because a lot of the time the older dogs get overlooked. Dogs that are 9, 10, 11, 12 years old get overlooked. People don't want to take on that kind of thing. But a dog of that age, that's out of its running around phase, that wants to actually is more interested in lying on the sofa and while you're watching TV and cuddling and that's my ideal dog. I mean, at Bertie's age, he sleeps probably 23 hours of the day. Most dogs do. Most dogs have bursts of energy and then they just like to go sleep for another few hours until they're hungry. And it'd be very good for Bertie to have a companion. Bertie is really mellow when it comes to other dogs. My God, he's really mellow. He's like... I mean, Beryl was not easy to live with. Oh boy, no. She ruled the roost with him. So yeah, I won't be making the decision whether or not I have a second dog. The charity will. They will decide whether they believe that thing. I've had Animal Lifeline dogs for the past... actually we're going probably, oh my God, since 2003, I'd like to think, 2003, yeah, because 2003, because we had Zoe for about 4 years from my mum, and she was my dog that lived there. Zoe never really, I wouldn't say she didn't like Paola, but Zoe was jealous of Paola, because you can get that sometimes with a female dog, just like you can get it with a male dog. So yeah, ever since then, every dog I've had in the house has come from Animal Lifeline. And it's always been them choosing the dog. I had never had a terrier before Beryl. If you had asked me before Beryl, because I was used to having Rottweilers and big dogs and that, I had never ever thought about having a terrier. But look at how close me and Beryl were. So yeah, they will decide whether or not I should have a second dog. And yes, they do ask you financial questions and that. They do vet you, basically. They vet you because they want to make sure you can afford the dog. They want to make sure that you can afford to look after the dog. They want to make sure that you have things in place. Because their whole point of that charity is the well-being of those dogs that they look after. And like I've said before, some dogs they pretty much give up on finding homes for them. They, how can I put it? The ones that don't fit in, like Beryl didn't fit in. Beryl didn't fit in with anybody. Nobody wanted Beryl. How crazy is that? You all know how amazing Beryl was. But no, she was too intelligent to think, it just didn't fit in with any family that they tried to put her with. So she became a house dog at their main building. And it was only when I rang up Steve and asked, have you got anyone who you think would be going well with Bertie? Within Beryl, because Beryl, Rex at the time. So yeah. So we'll see what they say. Dogs have always been good for me. Dogs make sense to me, and they accept me, all my weirdness when I'm walking around the house, when I'm muttering, and when I do weird things, and that human beings would probably look and want to know why. They don't want to know why. They just want to make sure I'm okay. They don't judge anything I do. They just want to make sure that I'm okay. And where their next food is from. So this is Jason for the Quebber channel. I hope you're all having a splendid first day.